Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So in Monster Strike we have a new series on our hands, so I thought I would have a look at that. And then this is based on the new animated short film made by the new X-Flag anime studio. And I guess you would call it the Tricky Witch and the City That Never Sleeps. But yeah, this was released on the internet last night, I guess. It's about 40 minutes long, and I watched it, and it's pretty darn good. The quality of the animation is very high, and the characters are pretty cool too. So yes, I will be pulling a TenShot at the end of the review. I have just enough orbs for that. But for now, let's go into the monster box, and we'll look at everybody in there. Okay, so we'll just start at the top. First we have Apple, and then she's kind of the hero of the story. She is the kind of the magical incarnation of the teddy bear that the real main character has. But we'll look at the evolution form, and she is a balance type. She's got the single null ability, no warp, and then counter slayer, not on the gauge, passive in her. Stats are very high. HP's tank status. Attack is almost 30,000, it's getting there. And then speed is fine for a bounce character. She's got the shield luck skill, and then the strike shot she becomes a pierce, and yeah, speed and power up a little bit, I think. And then for the bump combo she has the super slice and dice, just like Hanzo. And yeah, pretty simple character, no gauge, which I love. And then yeah, she's good in a few places, of course, like floor 23 of the Tower of Champions, Kushinada, Akasha, Izanagi 0. But she has a lot of competition. Other fire bounce with no warp characters are Hanzo, who I just mentioned, and then also Asuka, Transcendent, and Brahma, Transcendent. So yeah, if you had none of those guys, then she would be useful. But if you did have those other guys, there might be some competition there. And then the Ascension, this one is more interesting, I would say. Pierce with Minesweeper M and Null Gravity Barrier, and that's a pretty good combination, and also pretty rare. For Fire, I think that's like Apollo, and Sango, and somebody else, I can't remember. But her bump combo combination is very cool. It's the Speed Up and Blast Bump combo. And that's a bump combo combination that will never get old. Your characters can always use more speed, and then depending on their bump combos, you can get out more of those. So she's a great support character. And then also really good for Hakua. Those two bump combos are very useful in there. And then the strike shot, she gets the speed and power up, and then gets extra damage in the boss's weak point. And so, yeah, in a lot of ways, she's very similar to Ribbon Transcendent. Pierce, Null Gravity Barrier, Speed Up, and then that same strike shot. And also the critical. So you can kind of think of her as the fire version of Ribbon, but with Minesweeper M and then a Blast Bump combo on top of that. So she's pretty good. Also no gauge, which I love. Okay, so moving on. Next is Mr. Empire. And I think he looks really dumb. But of the three characters, he probably has the best like abilities and things. So let's have a look at that. This is the evolution version, Pierce with Minesweeper, Null Damage Wall. And that's pretty rare for water characters. I think otherwise there's like D'Artagnan and then Puck, and that's about it, I think. He also has Null Wind, which I predict will make a big splash in the next year. This year was really the year of blocks. Next year could be the year of wind, so that's what I'm looking forward to. The bump combo he has is the broad shotgun, which is very concentrated and can do good damage. And yeah, we've seen that be really good on Nirvana and Den Rabbits and stuff, so yeah, pretty good bump combo. And then the strike shot, it's the same as Nightingale Ascension, or at least that's what it is written as. Same turn count, 21 turns, and then it's a speed and power up, and then it lasts for the turn that you use it, and then also the next turn. And this is very powerful on a Nightingale if you've used her. But I've seen some people use this Mr. Empire evolution, and then like the multipliers to his speed and his attack, they don't seem to work after that initial turn. So either it's described wrong, or else the strike shot is not functioning the way it should. So probably there will be some kind of change to that. If it is fixed so it does work just like Nightingale strike shot, then that would be really great. If it's just a plain speed and power up, still good, but you know, not as great as Nightingale's. And the Ascension form, this is kind of the one that everybody's talking about. It is a bounce with flight and null gravity barrier, and neither of those on the gauge. And then on the gauge he has recovery. That's a pretty good triple ability there. He's got the guide luck skill, and then the strike shot is the 12-turn command strike shot, which is not super powerful, but charges up quickly, and then can get all of your guys moving. And then the bump combo is a new one. It's the super lock-on shockwave. And then the regular lock-on shockwave has a damage of about 18,000. His is about 26, so that's quite a bit more damage. And then he also has the lock-on poison wave. And then this guy seems to be really good for Ragnarok. Nobody's used him in there yet, however. Except for the people from X-Flag that showed him in a video in there. And then the 12-turn command strike shot's really good there, because you want to get your guys moving so that you can take down all of the same character in one turn. And yeah, when you're using, like, say, Nobunaga X's command strike shot, you really want to use her with other characters that have null gravity barrier passive in them. So that's like Queen Butterfly or the new Martini. A character that this does not work well with is Nidai Kanai. He has the null gravity barrier on the gauge, so he can't move during that command strike shot. So if you were to get Mr. Empire, you would want to use him with Queen Butterfly or Martini. You would not want to use him with Nidai Kanai. But lots of people, you know, they've settled on a team that, you know, centers around Nidai Kanai. So if you did get Mr. Empire, maybe he would not fit onto those teams. And then another way that is kind of a big question mark for Mr. Empire is his bump combo. If the super lock-on shockwave is strong enough to take down the little guys by itself, that would make the mission a lot easier. But we have yet to see that in action. That was not really demonstrated in the video from X-Flag, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, that is Mr. Empire. And then the last new hatchery monster is Liberty, and then she's the one that I want the most. Why? Because she's hot. But the evolution form, bounce with null damage wall and recovery M. And recovery M is really, really good. I've been using that a lot with Rei Transcendent, and it's a lot of HP. If you hit just 2 of your guys, that's almost the standard recovery. But recovery M, it's almost like a third of your HP bar back, so that's really good. And then she is a blast type, but stats are actually not bad for being a blast type. Attack is a little bit low, but HP is very good, and speed is good enough. And then the strike shot is interesting. She becomes a pierce and then ignores blocks. So really you could use her as a null damage wall, null block pierce character if you were to use that strike shot every turn. And yeah, it's a very versatile strike shot. I really like it on Friol. She does not get the null block, but you know, being able to switch between bounce and pierce at will is very nice. However, overall, Liberty is not going to do a lot of damage. She does not have high attack, she does not have a Slayer, and then she doesn't have a strike shot, which can do a lot of damage. So she's going to be more of a support character. But yeah, we'll see if there's like a null damage wall, null block mission in the future where she'll be really useful. The bump combo, however, is very interesting. It's the same as Akasha, but Akasha was a power type, so the strength of that bump combo was less. Liberty is a blast type, and so this short spread is actually more powerful than most other short spreads. If you think about Ribbon's bump combo, that has about like 4,000 damage per hit, but Liberty's has over 5,000, almost 6,000 per hit. So that can do lots of good damage up front, and then there's the poison effect behind it. So overall, that's pretty good damage. I'm gonna have to try and maybe use it myself or see other people using it to see if it's really good. But I predict that it could be pretty good. And that would maybe be her main source of damage as well. But yeah, that is Liberty Evolution. And then here is Liberty Ascension. And she has a bounce with Minesweeper M and Null Damage Wall. And that's kind of a rare double null ability. The first one that comes to mind is Striker Transcendent. But there's also like Don Quixote. But she does have Minesweeper M and then a pretty high attack, so she can be a good, attacker. The Strike Shot, this is interesting. It's a 20-turn meteor Strike Shot. And up to now, I've seen meteors that are like either 16 turns or like 28 or 30 turns. I think this is the first time that somebody's had a 20-turn meteor Strike Shot. The place where you want to use her is going to be Judas. And then I was really wondering if this meteor Strike Shot was going to be able to take down the little guys in one hit. If not, there would be no point to it. But in the X-Flag video showing them using her, the meteor was enough to take them down in one hit, so she'll be really useful in there. And then her bump combo, it's the rebounding shockwave, which is pretty strong. And then lately we've seen a lot of characters with this bump combo, but it's always been the sub-bump combo. She has it on the main, so it's the full power, so it's going to be even more powerful. And then this is more useful the more characters there are on screen. So she'll be really good for mob clearing. And then with her Minesweeper M, she'll be good for doing direct damage on a single target. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this character in particular. And yeah, when I do pull the Hatcher, that will be the one that I would want the most, I think, is Liberty. But anyway, let's look at the drop monsters. Here is the 4-star monster. And then, yeah, the 4-star quest. It's pretty good for farming metals, so you can maybe have a look at that. Next up, we got this guy, Maximum Turkey. And then he is the 5-star and under quest. And then he's also pretty good for farming the metals. He might be the best. So it might be worth, making his max luck just for the metals. He's also really good for Yamato Takeru 0. He has the Paladin Slayer, which is what that boss is. And then he also has a dash. So he'll take less damage from that speed bomb, but also get more speed himself. He has critical, which is pretty darn good. He has the strike shot where the first target he hits explodes, so he can do good concentrated damage. And then the lock-on rebound laser, which fills the screen pretty well, which can be good for Yamato Takeru 0 since there are so many enemies in there. And then the Super Extreme Quest, this is Gotham Evolution. Flight with Null Damage Wall, so he's also going to be good for Judas. Critical Luck Skill, which is good. The Strike Shot is the move around and toss guys up into the air. In the video from X-Flag, they showed this character using it on the boss. It did almost no damage. But if it is good enough to take down the little guys, then it would be a good strike shot for that. And then the Pierce lock-on shockwave, which is pretty strong. And then the Ascension is very good for Yoshitsune, the other Super Extreme Quest. He is a null damage wall and has Samurai Slayer M. And then in the X-Flag video there, he was doing a lot of damage with the direct attack to the boss, so that was good. Strike Shot is the tackle plus healing, and then the bump combo is the rebound cross laser. So yeah, pretty good. I don't think I'm going to make the max luck of either version of him though. I don't think I need them. And then finally, this is just the standard Extreme Quest. This is Neon. She has a bounce with null gravity barrier and null wind. And then I've noticed that lots and lots of characters are getting null wind these days. So yeah, next year might be the year of wind. We'll see. The strike shot is the splits in 4, and then yeah, it does lots of damage that way. And then the bump combo is the trident laser L, and then this is the one that just goes straight up. It's not a lock-on, so you want to keep her at the bottom of the screen. And then the null wind will be good to keep her in position. And then the splits in 4 strike shot, that can be good. You can just move her back and forth, but her doubles will, you know, fly around and then hit other people. So it could be good for that. Okay, so that is a quick look at all the new characters. Let's go over to the Hatcher. And then, yeah, everything that I've seen does not say that this is a limited time event. So I'm pretty sure that these characters are going to be added permanently to the pool. So there's no rush to get these guys. And then I heard an interesting theory that the Hoshidama up here, the first one that you do for a series will be a guarantee of the featured characters. And then I haven't gone and I haven't checked all of the other YouTubers' roles to see if that's true. But in my case, that has been true so far. For the Evangelion Hatcher, the first Hoshidama, I got Shinji. And then for the Red Stars, the first Hoshidama I got there was Lancelot X, which were both featured characters for those Hatchers. I was thinking about, you know, putting some money in and then doing the 4 10-shots in order to fill up the Hoshidama and then see if that was true. But I decided to calm down and just wait, you know, let it come naturally. But yeah, if that were true, that could be, you know, that could be a way to save some orbs. Like say, for example, I had 49 out of 50 up here, and then I only wanted one character, Liberty. I could pull a single, get a 4-star, and then if that Hoshidama were guaranteed, I would have a very good chance of pulling Liberty. And then, you know, say I pull Liberty, I wouldn't have to pull anything ever again. And then I get exactly what I want with only one, you know, 4-star pull. So yeah, that's something maybe to keep an eye on. I'm going to wait until there's more evidence before saying that the first Hoshidama is guaranteed. Okay, but anyway, enough talking there. Let's go ahead and pull a 10-shot here. Okay. And go! Okay, standard shot. If it stops, we're in business. What I want most, Liberty. Okay, good, good, good. Come on. Oh, come on. Alright, let's continue. Okay, good, good, good. Aha! This is Diamond. He's pretty good, especially in some recent quests. Let's have a look at him after this roll is finished. Come on, stop, stop, stop. Ah, Balder. Alright. One of the better 4-stars, but still. Come on, stop, stop, stop. Whoa! Whoa! This is Beelzebub. He just got his Transcendent form, and he is insane. I've been using him as a friend pretty recently, and he's crazy. And he's good in lots of different places. Holy, this is big. Okay. Still, I need Liberty, though. Come on. Come on. Stop, 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 stop. Ah! Okay. Let's look at a Diamond here first. We'll lock that. Evolution is not that interesting. Dark Resistance, Null Damage Wall, Defense Up Bump Combo, and then a Tackle plus Healing Strike Shot, whatever. The Ascension, however, very high stats. High HP, high attack, decent speed. Null Damage Wall, Null Warp. So that will make him good for Akasha at least. Or you can, you know, take him to other quests where it's just one or the other. Bump Combo, he also has the defense up, but he also has the Cross Laser EL, which is not fancy, but it's pretty strong. And then the Strike Shot is the one where he makes all of the weak points appear. So he can be a good support character. Pretty good character. I'm pretty happy about this. Okay, but the star of the show today is going to be Beelzebub. And actually, I really like his character from before. The evolution version I used to farm Tengu to make that max luck way back when. And then the Ascension is really good for Tsukuyomi, but it's all about the Transcendent form. Stats are a little bit, well, they're a little bit low, except for his speed. He is a speed type. But he has no gravity barrier, no damage wall. One of the few characters with that double null ability. And then passive in him, he has the Mancer Slayer and the Demon Slayer. So that's a double Slayer. And lots of bosses and lots of little guys have that, that class. He's got the Shield Luck skill. And then the bump combo is that Super Spread 5, which has been pretty good lately. Baja Transcendent form has that. People are always surprised by how powerful it is. And then he has the Super Meteor Destruction, full power, so that's 200,000 per hit. And then his Demon Slayer, Mancer Slayer is passive in him, so that extra damage will go into those bump combos, which has been crazy. And then the Strike Shot, it's the same as the one before, but now people are aware of it. He gets the speed and power up, and then that multiplier is pretty high for the full 24 count. And then any teammate that he hits will be immune to all damage for the next 3 turns. So that can protect you against like ultimate attacks that are coming up soon, or it can give your characters like immunity to mines, or damage walls, or needle panels. And yeah, it's pretty darn good. It's especially good for like a Devadatta, where you're kind of on a clock where you need to do damage by a certain time, or else you get hit by ultimate attacks. This Strike Shot can help you live through those attacks. Woof, very happy about this. And yeah, lots of videos of him just taking him all over the place. Shambhala, Yomi, and he's been good everywhere. Dinah even. I'll definitely try him out in Dinah. But yeah, I'm going to go back into the character. But yeah, because he is light, bounce, null gravity barrier, null damage wall, he kind of overtakes Arthur's position in that specific area. So now people are saying that the transcendent form of Arthur is going to be even closer because of Beelzebub. Alrighty, so that is that. But yeah, the topic for today was the new Hatcher, and lots of good stuff in there. So yeah, hopefully you have good luck pulling on that. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.